Today, I'm gonna try to recreate a viral product
in cake.
I don't just want the product to be cake. I want what the product's sitting on to be cake. I want the background to be cake. I want everything to be cake. This is gonna be a challenge. My name is Natalie Sideserf, and I make cakes that don't look like cakes. And today, I'm gonna turn everything into a cake. I've decided to make Sol de Janeiro's Brazilian Boom Boom Cream, which is not pronounced bum bum, it's pronounced boom boom. At least that's what their website said. This is definitely a viral product. It's been around for a little while now. It's all over TikTok, it's all over Instagram, it's everywhere. It's known to make your skin feel nice, and also it smells really good. Let's give it a whiff. Ooh, this smells very nice. It almost smells like a dessert already. Let's put some of the lid cream on my arm. Give it a go. How you put lotion on, right? Honestly, it already kind of looks nice too.
I'm sold. No wonder this is popular.
It smells so good.
I'm gonna start this cake off by making 2 food-safe molds. One for the lid and one for the base. The Boom Boom Cream is described as smelling like pistachio, salted caramel, and vanilla. People say that it evokes a beachy summer vibe. So for my setup today, my vibe, I'm gonna go with beach. So I've gotta find a way to incorporate this Boom Boom Cream into a beach scene. And it's all gotta be cake. I say the best way to try something new is to just dive in. Both of my molds look good. Let's move on to cake. I have an idea of how to incorporate the beach, but if I'm gonna make this work, I'm gonna need a boatload of cake. Bring it in, boys. All right, that's a good start. We're gonna need more. Keep it coming. And lots of Sideserf green buttercream. All right, looking good. Just needs a little bit more.
Cake.
More cake, bring in more cake, another layer of cake. This is a big cake for me. I'm gonna be able to feed the whole neighborhood. Now I'm making white chocolate ganache because I'm gonna cover this entire cake in it. And that's because my plan is to pour liquid gelatin on top of this thing. I think that the chocolate ganache is gonna keep that liquid gelatin from soaking into the cake. You're probably curious how I'm going to pour gelatin onto this sheet cake. I'm actually a little unsure of how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna try something a little wild in a little bit. But first, let's go back to the Boom Boom Cream. I'm gonna be using a lot of gelatin later, but I'm also going to try to make this container out of gelatin. Rather than using water to make this gelatin, I'm using milk because I don't want it to be see-through. I want it to be opaque, just like the container, because you can't see through this at all. Now I know this liquid still looks like milk, but there's actually gelatin dissolved in it. I poured it in 2 separate bowls because one's gonna stay white and the other is gonna be this golden color. I've never used milk to make gelatin, but so far everything's looking good. The colors are exactly what I hoped they'd be. I let both molds set. Now let's take them out of the mold. Whoa, that gold container looks just like the real thing. It's like the same exact shine. And it's jiggly, so it's fun. And the lid looks good too. All right, nice. I dipped a metal measuring spoon in hot water, and I'm scooping out some of that gelatin. The hot water made the metal warm, so it's easier to scoop. Now I just gotta fill it with cake. I think we're on the right track, so let's work on the label. I printed out the label on edible paper. Now I just gotta cut them out and put them on the lid. So let me explain my plan for this cake. The sheet cake that I made earlier is going to be my sandy beach, and my Boom Boom Cream is going to be placed in my sand. Then I'm gonna pour gelatin over the sand so it looks like it's an ocean wave. So it looks like the Boom Boom Cream is on the beach, hanging out. I kind of want it to look and feel like it's an advertisement. If I can pull this off, this is gonna look really neat. Like the beach, the actual beach is gonna be cake. And the product, it's gonna be so fun. Wait a minute. What's happening to my edible paper label? It looks horrible. The moisture from the gelatin is like turning it into mush. Looks like I can't use gelatin for the lid. I thought I could just place the label right on there and it would just stay dry. I gotta start it over. There's a lot of moisture in gelatin, even when it's firm. I didn't realize that. I'm so disappointed. But you know I gotta squish the lid. But now I gotta make a new lid. Do you wear clothes or know someone who does? Well, get yourself some more by heading over to sideserfcakes.com. That's where you can get some Sideserf Cake Studio clothes. Like this shirt of Paige, the cake notebook. I just got this apron in.
And I love it.
I also got a shirt of Bob the Boba, Larry the Onion, and all designs come in kid and adult sizes. But not just t-shirts, there's all kinds of stuff. I'll put a link below so you don't get lost on your way to the store. And now back to the cake. I'm remaking the lid, but this time out of white chocolate. I really wanted it to be made out of gelatin, but now I know you can't put edible paper on gelatin. That did not work. That was crazy. I honestly did not think that was gonna happen. At least I know the white chocolate will work. And it looks really good. This one's not gonna turn to mush, I know that. My Boom Boom cream looks good. Let's work on the sand and the ocean wave. I placed cardboard walls on the sides of the cake to keep everything in. I'll take them off later. My sand is just brown sugar because it seriously looks like sand. You put them next to each other, you're not gonna know what's sand or sugar. Once my sand is smoothed out and packed down, I'm gonna pour gelatin on top. So I'm gonna have cake, sand, gelatin. My gelatin is liquid, but it's only slightly warm because I don't want it to melt the sugar.
I am nervous.
I don't know how this is gonna go down. All right, let's pour the gelatin in. This looks horrible. This is not working. I'm over here thinking I'm gonna have no problem with this. It is not working at all. The sugar is dissolving into the gelatin. It's not working. This isn't working. This is the whole idea. This is like the thing. It looks like a dirty, muddy beach. I'm not gonna give up, but I am not feeling good about this.
All right.
I gotta come up with a solution. I need a sheet pan. If I can't pour the gelatin directly onto the sand, maybe I can make a gelatin wave in this sheet pan, let it firm up, and then place it onto the sand. I'm whisking some frothy gelatin because the ocean's got those bubbles, and I'm propping the sheet pan up so the gelatin's not flat, it's at an angle and it's more like a wave.
Washing up onto the beach.
I am so insecure about all this right now. All right, this is looking kind of wavy, and I don't know if I can place it on the sand without making a big mess like I did last time. Okay, I gotta bring that cake back out and lay down the sand again. This cake has gone off the rails. This is not how I planned any of this. Okay, my gelatin wave is firm. I just gotta get it out of the sheet pan and place it on top of my cake. I'm like half mad at myself, but like half excited to try something so different. Are you ready to see how it looks? And there you have it, an entire scene of cake. What do you guys think? We've got the sand, we've got the wave, and we've got the Boom Boom cream. I sure learned a lot from this one. Let's cut the cake. That chocolate lid is a little hard. I was so excited to cut into that sand, and it did not disappoint. If you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time for another cake.